It's a busy night in downtown Lexington with tens of thousands of people expected downtown for two big shows.
Police in Lexington are looking for a man who robbed a hotel overnight.
Players from the Lexington Legends are helping Habitat for Humanity building a home for a family in Lexington.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 6.
We have a traffic alert if you're heading downtown tonight. You're watching WKYT. I'm Kristen Kennedy. Two big events are about to start in downtown Lexington. On one stage is the band The Eagles at Rupp Arena, and just a few blocks away on another stage, 42nd Street at the Lexington Opera House. Thousands are expected to be within a quarter-mile area tonight. WKYT's Garrett Weimer is downtown to cover those traffic concerns. He has our top story at 6.
Downtown Lexington is busy, and in the next hour and a half or so, it'll likely get even busier as folks flock here for two high-profile shows, both starting at the same time. Downtown streets have channeled a steady stream of cars this afternoon ahead of those shows. Nearly 18,000 people are expected downtown tonight for them. That's 17,000 expected at Rupp Arena to see the Eagles, and another 600 expected just up Broadway at the Lexington Opera House to see 42nd Street. That's a lot of people packing into just a couple of blocks, and both of those shows start at 8 p.m. sharp, just under 2 hours from now. Officials have warned drivers that they might have some trouble finding parking. Folks coming to these shows have been encouraged to come downtown early, and it seems like a good number have. So if you're planning on coming to either one of these shows, then you probably better get going. In Lexington, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Those shows are expected to end at different times. The Eagles concert is supposed to let out around 11:15. 42nd Street should end around 10:30. Family and friends of the victim shot at a Louisiana movie theater gathered to remember them today. Jillian Johnson and Macy Bro died Thursday when a gunman opened fire during a showing of Trainwreck. 9 others were injured. The shooter, John Hauser, police say later took his own life. Today, those who knew the victims paid tribute to them. They made prayer flags and gave flowers with handwritten notes to the victims and their families. Lexington police are searching for a man who robbed a hotel overnight. The man, we're told, went into the Comfort Inn on Buena Vista Road around 4 this morning. Said he had a gun and demanded cash. Police say he's 6'5", weighs 320 pounds, and was wearing a black ball cap and khakis. Officers in Lexington have charged a man with burglary. They say he stole a safe from the Kentucky Cattlemen's Association. Court documents show police arrested John Lewis July 13th at a home on Dennis Drive. Yesterday, we're told police searched Lewis's home and found the safe from the association. Lewis will be in court for an arraignment Monday. A Nelson County family is still hoping their missing mother will return home. 35-year-old Crystal Rogers has been missing since July 3rd. Today, a determined group of volunteers kept up the search for the mother of 5. They searched a trail near the Jim Beam Distillery in Bullitt County.
We got people on the river going upriver today, and then we got people out in an area that we hadn't searched before.
The reward in the case is at more than $71,000. Police found Rogers' car abandoned with a flat tire on the Bluegrass Parkway July 5th with her keys, purse, and cell phone inside. A federal review of thousands of Social Security benefit awards is creating a need for attorneys in eastern Kentucky. The Social Security Administration is reviewing benefits rewarded to Eric C. Kahn's clients. Kahn is accused of fraud, and his cases will likely head to hearings that could start in September. Most of the people being reviewed say they cannot afford an attorney. The Appalachian Research and Defense Fund of Kentucky has received requests from 400 people so far. Those attorneys will likely not be paid. So far, about 80 attorneys have volunteered to help. We are finally getting what our meteorologists are calling a normal summer weekend. Nice and warm and dry outside. And one of those meteorologists, Jim Caldwell, is tracking some small rain chances in the forecast. Small, right, Jim?
Small, very small. Once we get into your Sunday, it's going to be just like summertime out there. It even has a bit of a summer look right now as we're looking with our sky cam out across parts of central Kentucky. You can see a little bit of cloud cover there off in the distance. Current conditions in Lexington right now, we come in at 86 degrees. Westerly wind on the calm side, and it's coming all the way off on me. But anyway, 87-degree feels like temperature as well, so barely noticeable as far as the heat index value is concerned. So we're actually around normal. We look at our daily breakdown, and we'll just highlight some things here. Just a typical summer weekend. Storms will return tomorrow, it looks like. And then we have some big changes on the way, as next week we'll likely be right around that 90-degree mark. Out there across the area, we're talking low 80s, mid 80s, and some upper 80s. You go down the road into Richmond, they're at 84 degrees, 88 in London, so we do have a little more heat in spots. Defender, all quiet across central and eastern Kentucky here on this Saturday. Tomorrow won't be the case. We'll track some showers and storms and more chances this week. We'll take a closer look at that coming up for you here in just a few minutes.
People in Johnson County are still cleaning up after devastating flooding. Today, families got together in Flat Gap to take a break. The American Red Cross, Texas Roadhouse, and several other organizations donated food and resources to let them relax and enjoy their families.
And everybody's stepping up. It's just not me. It's everybody stepping up to try to help these people. I've never seen so much love showed in a community.
Volunteers also plan to buy children new clothing before they head back to school next month. They want to improve public education in Lexington. This morning, the Urban Education Summit met to address issues in the classroom. WKYT's Hillary Thornton talked to organizers about their vision for students' futures.
While it is Saturday and still summer break, it was a busy day inside classrooms here at William Wells Brown Elementary. There is plenty of learning going on inside these classrooms, but the students are just a little bit older than those who usually sit at these desks.
How do we impact parents? How do we equip parents with information that they need to help their children be successful? We truly believe in order to really, for the child to be successful, we've got to involve the parents.
The Urban Education Summit evolved about 5 years ago when a group of local pastors came up with 3 ideas in the community they wanted to address. One of those was education. Since then, the group works to provide sessions each year that are relevant.
Topics and areas getting involved with PTA. Matter of fact, we got a session today called Not Your Mama's PTA to try and get awareness there. Dealing with also mental health issues with students. We have a session dealing with that. Tips for today's grandparents. Quickly recognize grandparents now. There are more grandparents helping children through navigate the educational process, and school is different now than it was when they were raising their own kids.
Another new component, bringing some youth into the classrooms, providing sessions for students.
Primarily a parent piece, but we've also added a youth component, again, just helping to make education better for our children.
Now, each year this event does rotate between various local schools, and organizers say they hope for it to continue for many years to come. In Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
The summit partners with Fayette County Public Schools, allowing them to focus on areas the district is targeting. Kroger is looking to fill 1,000 positions. The store hosted hiring fairs at 98 locations in Louisville, southern Indiana, Lexington, Frankfort, south central Kentucky, and southern Illinois today. Applicants talked with managers and even interviewed on the spot.
We're at the Georgetown location. Attendance has been great. We're filling up the sign-in sheets, and that's a great sign. We have interviewers on the spot. We have people processing background and drug screens. We have all the steps taken care of.
If you're interested in applying for a position, you can go online and apply through Kroger's website. Some Lexington Legends players pitched in this morning to help build a home for a family in need. Habitat for Humanity has been working on the home in Lexington for several weeks and needed a little extra muscle to help finish the job. WKYT's Mike Linden talked to players.
The Habitat for Humanity home behind me here on Millbank Road in Lexington wasn't even here in the beginning of May. Now, several weeks later, the Habitat for Humanity team had to bring in another Lexington team to help them finish the job. The future home of Felix Mbaya and Monica Ntumba is nearly finished thanks to a team of volunteers from Lexington Habitat for Humanity.
The volunteers are just wonderful, and they come with a great attitude. They're a lot of fun to work with.
With a completion date of August 1st, the Habitat team called in another Lexington team, the Lexington Legends, to help finish off the project.
We put on a show for them, so it's always good to give back to the community and to build a house for a couple that can't afford it, and just very deserving, and it makes me feel blessed.
Several players and front office staff members helped put the finishing touches on the home earlier this afternoon. While the players' area of expertise is on the diamond, they say working as a team still applies to the Habitat project.
If everybody's not working together, nothing's going to get done. And a lot of communication, because without communication, you don't know what you're going to do and what you have to do to get it done.
In Lexington, Mike Linden, WKYT.
If you'd like to volunteer with Habitat for Humanity, go to WKYT.com and click on this story.